Welcome back, everyone. Joining us now from Washington, D.C. with a look at Axios AM, the co-founder of Axios, Mike Allen. Mike, great to have you with us on this Tuesday morning. What is Axios' one big thing for us?
Well, on 4th of July Eve, the Axios one big thing is all the ways to hack an election. So Americans vote in, of course, 50 separate state-run elections. Every single one of them has potential points of failure. Think about it. Voter registration, both when you go to fill out the form and once they collect all the data. Voter tabulation, once you voted and they send it in. Voting machines, which sometimes come from third-party vendors, so their security problems become the security problems of the American democracy. And, of course, you have also problems at the polls, the poll books, sometimes online, sometimes on paper. What we learned from looking at this list, which has just popped up on Axios.com, is that as we look ahead to November, we think about the fact that intelligence agencies have told us there are already intrusions in the midterm elections, that this is a huge fix, and you think about the fact that there are some states don't even have a paper trail for their ballots.
So basically, Mike, what you're saying is on the eve of Independence Day, when we as Americans should be feeling the most confident about our country, we're feeling very vulnerable about those very same elections come November. What are you learning about some of these vulnerabilities? Because it sounds kind of scary that, you know, we're once again at this crossroads of a possibly rigged election.
Well, when you put it that way, yes, no question. And this is a place that America is far behind. Intelligence agencies have been warning us that people are banging, outside forces banging on these elections, looking for ways to get into the states. We know that in 2016, in at least 18 states, there were efforts to infiltrate those elections. Now, we think that those probably weren't successful, but what we're seeing is that in addition to the well-known efforts to affect the election environment and affect our social feeds, also physical voting now is very much in danger.
Let's switch gears for a moment and talk about internal Democratic politics for a moment. How could the blue wave within the Democrats' own party impact the candidate they put forth in the 2020 presidential race? It's been getting a lot of attention in the wake of the victory here in New York by Ocasio-Cortez.
No, that's right. And the energy that we're seeing from Democrats is great news for them. The bad news for them, and the reason that Democrats are more worried than they were before, is this progressive blue wave that you see right there from Axios visuals. And what we're seeing is that the wings of the Democratic Party are fighting each other instead of just focusing on Republicans. So that amazing interview that we saw with Conor Lamb here on Morning Joe after his victory in a Democratic primary, Democrats then said, oh, like the path to win is to have moderates. But now we're seeing this progressive wave, and including in states where Democratic legislators have been beaten in primaries from the left in a couple of dozen cases. So can Democrats focus on Republicans? Can they figure out a way to keep these two wings of the party from swamping each other?
All right, Mike Allen, thank you very much. Of course, we're going to be reading Axios AM in just a bit. And to all of our viewers out there, you too can sign up for the newsletter by going to signup.axios.com.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.